we lied. Yeah, we did rubber tramp bonding everything first week. All right, guys. Yes, and hopefully we see you down the road.
Safe journey.
I'm guaranteed if I'm traveling and I see this thing, I know exactly who it is.
Yeah, likewise.
We're heading out of here. There's a spot up here, and of course, like I said 100 times, the camera won't do it justice, but it's kind of a gnarly spot. Not only is it a tight curve, but it's extremely steep, and it gets washed out when it rains. And of course, it hasn't rained in the last basically 3 days, but it's rained for about 2 weeks prior to that, so there's some ruts. So we're definitely, I just got in 4 low right now, and we're just going to take our time. But it's the only spot on this hill that's kind of questionable. This is fairly steep here right now, but like I said, I'm in 4 low, so it's not a big deal. But when I get up to the top here, this is where she's going to get a little bit interesting. And this is the spot here, guys. Like I said, it's really tough to tell, but she's quite a spot here, so we're just going to pick a line. There we go. And we're at the top. Didn't even spin a tire. Although this is a section here where the rocks, that's a problem with the hills, right? All the gravel gets washed away or whatever, and then all of a sudden you get these rocks sticking like this up through the, what was gravel.
No need to look back, this too shall pass. I want you to stay around. I've tried so hard to see what holds you back. You don't have to be alone. And if you don't know by now, it's all in your head. These walls will break you down if you can't let go. When it all comes tumbling down, I'll try to pick you up. I know time will tell you why. The sun will shine again tomorrow for you. For you. Tell me where you go those sleepless nights. Show me what you're running from. Take another chance, I'll prove you wrong.
Okay, guys, just like usual, change of plans. So I'm in Campbell River right now. They just did some shopping and just got off the phone with Dan, and you guys know Dan. Anyways, he's going hunting in about 6 days. So I said, listen, I can be at your place. I'm about 2 hours away from his place right now. I said, I can be in your place in about 2 hours. I said, let me get my laundry done. And I picked up some supplies, and I got water and stuff. Possibly I might have to stop at that butcher again in Port Alberni like I did last time. And remember those steaks that Dan and I had? I might have to pick up a couple of those bad boys. Anyways, he's all keen to go camping for a couple days. So I'm going to go to their place tomorrow morning, and then we'll head off to Taylor Arm. Probably one of my favorite spots, and you guys know that spot that I'm talking about. Sorry, I'm just tilting the stand back a little bit. It's sitting on my speaker right now. So you know the spot I'm talking about, and it's one of my favorite spots. So then when Dan's gone hunting, then I'll do some more exploring around there. So Pechina Bay, and I just talked about that on a video here, and I was there like 3 years ago, and that's actually one of my first videos about sitting on the beach on October the 30th. First, it was Halloween, and it was like 32 degrees or 31 degrees. Well, they fixed up the road about 2 years ago, and it was a beautiful drive. Dan and I actually went out there last year. It was a beautiful drive. He just said there was a forest fire, and they're in there now cleaning up. He says they probably at least a month before that road reopens. So that's a real bummer. I was really hoping to head out to Pechina Bay, because I thought, you know what, while Dan's out hunting, perfect spot for me to go. Well, it looks like I'm not going to be doing that. So I'm a little disappointed in that, to say the least. Anyways, so let me get this done, and then I got laundry to do. Trust me, I got laundry to do. I really want to get this bedding done, and I got a bag full of laundry here, so we'll get that done, and then maybe I'll start driving towards Port Alberni, find a spot for the night, and then meet up with him tomorrow morning. All right, guys, so you can see I got a mess here. I got my bedding to put away. I got all my laundry to put away. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a shower tonight. So when I go, obviously, and you can laugh, and this is just JJ talking. Why do laundry? Like, I had a shower 2 nights ago. I didn't have a shower last night, but why do laundry and get fresh bedding and not have a nice clean shower to go to bed in? So I'm going to heat up some water. I'm going to start making my bed. I'm going to turn my inverter on. Oh, let's see what our percentage is. So I had the DC charger on basically since this morning. I'll have to look back in the video now, because I already forgot what the percentage was on my battery. The voltage says 13.3, and it says state of charge is 39%, and I think I was at 16% this morning. So, and oh, I should have looked. I still think, even though my truck's off, what's my solar bringing in? So my solar's bringing in 6.2 amps right now. I keep shutting it off and then turn it back on again. 6.2 amps and 100, well, it keeps fluctuating, guys, here, because I am kind of in shady area. 120 watts, 6.2 amps, and then it just keeps kind of jumping all over the place. But anyways, 13.2 volts, 39%. I will use my batteries to heat up my hot water. I don't want to use propane. And then, Dan, when I come and visit tomorrow morning, maybe for a couple hours before we take off, I'll quickly plug in my camper and use some of your good old BC electricity to charge up the battery. It won't be 100%, but if I can get it to 50%, that'll be fine. Okay, I gotta get working here. I'm procrastinating from making this bed, because it's like you almost have to be work in the circus or something to be able to make a bed in an RV. Those that know. I shit you not, guys, I am not doing this on purpose. This is the rest area, or the Buckley Bay is where I'm going to stay at the rest area tonight. My fuel light's been on now for about 30 kilometers. Oh, let me fill up. Are you going to stop there, buddy? No, you're going to go right through. Perfect. Oh my God, we made it, guys. I bet you I couldn't go another 5 kilometers. Thank God. And here's the rest area we're going to stay tonight, guys. Now there's a C-Class right there. We're going to park right along these. I like this outside guy right here. That way there's nobody parked on the one side of me. I'm just going to make sure my trailer is out of the roadway. All right, guys. We're almost at Port Alberni here. I tried recording as soon as I left the rest area, but this damn camera, it wouldn't even come on. And yet the battery was good, so I switched batteries, and it still wouldn't come on. So I don't know what it was doing or what was going on. So I just plugged it back in again and waited half an hour, and now it's working. So we're almost at Port Alberni. It says 11 kilometers to go. And we're gonna go to the butcher shop. I called Dan, or I shouldn't say that. Dan called me, and he says he totally forgot. He has supper tonight with his sister, and so I'm gonna go. I'm still gonna go pick up a couple steaks, go to his place, plug in, and visit for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go out to Taylor Arm today, just because I love that place, and then he's gonna come out tomorrow morning. So that's kind of the plan. And now we're getting some rain, of course. All right, guys, just had a nice little visit with Dan and Brenda. I was at their place for just over 2 hours, so I plugged in my camper, and I got the batteries up to about 70%. So anyways, we got about not quite a half an hour drive to Taylor Arm on Sprout Lake, and it should be well, I'm actually thinking it's more like 20-minute drive, to be honest. Beautiful here right now, absolutely gorgeous. It is 20 degrees Celsius, sunny. Let's hope it stays this way. Logging truck. We made it back to probably one of my top 5 places. So this is Sprout Lake, but the area we're in is Taylor Arm. So there's even some spots along here if you want to go down and camp. So this used to be a dumping lake for logs. If you watch my videos, you would have saw the concrete wall that was poured. They would roll the logs down onto it, and the logs would roll into the water. Now, I normally pick that spot, and I'm really hoping that there's nobody there, because it is by far my favorite spot. Not to mention, now that I have Starlink, it'll be a spot that I need for signal. So this is my spot, guys. I'm gonna go move those rocks there because I'm not sure why they're there, but how rocks get out here like this, I have no idea. But we have to go all the way down there and turn around and come back and park right up in here.
Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night. You can call it what you want, I got something else in mind. Oh, if it's you I've been waiting for, I better
All right, guys, what we're gonna try here is I haven't used this since I was in Arizona, but my fishing rod with my GoPro. And yes, if you follow my channel, you know how many GoPros I've lost now, right now in the bottom of the lake. 2. Anyways, and then I have a float. So I have, I'm gonna say about 8 feet between the GoPro and the float. And that wall right there, we're gonna throw it off that wall there and let her float down. The wind's gonna push it towards that end. So I hope I get it out there about 15, 20 feet from shore. It'll actually just float that way a little bit. So we're just gonna set the camera up. Okay, she's recording. All right, guys, I have my generator on right now. I'm still out here on Sprout Lake here, so I just put my generator on. So I've never showed you this before, and like I said before, looking back, I shouldn't have actually, I didn't really need this, but it's here now. So sorry, it's a touch screen. So if you look up at the top here, it says right there, that's the inverter. Now, I do not have a Victron inverter, and that's why it's not showing my AC input or AC loads, is because I have that as my inverter. It's a Sun Gold Power. It's a 3,000 watt with a 90 amp charger built into it. So right now it's like being on shore power. It's my generator, but it's no different than shore power. There's a automatic switch inside this unit. So I don't need a transfer switch that's built into the camper here. It's underneath this bench here, and I disconnected it because I do not need it. This senses when it's plugged in, and it just automatically flips and turns into a charger. So right now, anyways, it's on. But if you look down at the bottom here, you'll see where it shows the batteries. So I'm at 50% right now. I have 66 amps. It's timed. I have 66 amps going in my batteries. They say they're at 50%. And that's my solar charge controller. Right now, it's not too bad out there, but it's still early in the morning, so I'm getting 80 watts off my panels. So combination of my charger and my solar, that's what it is. Now, I'm gonna show you outside because it's not in here. So I'm sure I showed you my generator before. Still the same one. It's a Champion 2500 watt generator. So guys, it's been raining quite a bit actually since I got here. So I've been here, this will be my third day here now. So definitely you can tell it's still overcast, but I do see some blue skies coming, and by the weather, it's supposed to be around 13 or 14 degrees and sunshine this afternoon. So let's hope for it, right? So yesterday, oh, I thought that was something, no, it's just a bird. Yesterday, Dan came back and we jumped in his pickup truck and he took me for a tour up here to on the logging roads. That was pretty cool. We didn't see any, hoping to see some wildlife, but we didn't see actually anything, to be honest. So just having a late brunch, I guess you'd call it. It's around noonish. Yeah, actually, I got a feeling here, guys, within the next 15 minutes, we're actually going to see some sunshine, which would be awesome. Oh, I hear somebody. It got, so today's Saturday, in case I didn't mention it, and yesterday, being Friday, there was more people show up here, and I think there's like probably 6 people now camping over there. I didn't see them, many people earlier, but oh, there you got the little vehicle now going by. So yeah, being the weekend, I expected it to get a little bit busier here. And not pouring rain too. Oh, guys, I'm not even gonna shut the camera off because I got a feeling here within the next 30 seconds we're gonna see some sunshine. Oh, here she comes. I can see the sunlight on the trees over here. Here comes that sunshine. I'm not going to say they're as good as the Dobermans for cleaning up after my meal, but these Stellar Jays out here, they do a pretty damn decent job. They were sitting in this tree right over here, but I don't see them anymore. Oh, never mind. So guys, what I normally do is probably every, I'm going to say 2 to 3 months, I go through all my pressures in my tires here. So the last time I did it was probably in June, so I'm a little bit overdue. But anyways, these are 80 PSI tires. If you didn't know, these are the Falcon AT4s. I put them on, it's been a year since in August that these tires have been on the truck. I will find out exactly how many kilometers I have on these tires, but these things are still, like, they're holding up extremely well. I haven't had one problem with these tires. I haven't had one flat. I haven't had nothing. Yeah, and well, I'll show you the tread still on them. I know the tires are a little bit dirty. Obviously, it's a gravel road here, but yeah, they're holding up extremely well. And because it's a dually, and I'm sure there's somebody out there way smarter than me, I have no idea how you rotate a dually, because not only rotating a dually, anybody that has a dually, you'll know that they put the aluminum, like the nice rims on the front, including on the dual, but on the inside dual, it's just a cheap steel rimmed tire. So I'm not sure how you would actually move them around and have that steel tire on the inside. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody out there can actually tell me how you rotate a dually. But so I have never touched these tires that way. I've had the tires off and checked the brakes and everything, which are still good, but I've never actually rotated the tires. But yeah, the Falcon AT4s, they do have the what is that? The triple peak mountain symbol on them. For the well, it says there's the mountain peak. Come here. So it shows, get the shade out of there. It shows the mountain peak here, and then HD M plus S mud and snow. These are E-rated, load rating E. I don't know if you can see that. E 10-ply rating. These are 80 PSI. For a single tire, they're rated for 3,085 pounds. For a dual, 2,835 pounds. Anyways, I run them at 80 PSI. I run them max because obviously you know my truck and what I got on it. It's pretty well maxed. I just checked it right now and I'm about 2 pounds low. So I am going to pump it back up. If you don't know, this is a Smitty built air compressor. So what I got before I started traveling, I try not to put it on gravel when I'm running it, just to ensure it doesn't pick up any stones or anything. And trust me, it's always easier to do the front tires than it is the duals. I always put just a little dab, just a small smidget of dab on the corner of the threads, and I screw it in. That's it. And of course, the camper's best friend, baby wipes. These rims are all scratched up. If you watch my videos, guys, you've already seen. If you watch that video, Boys Will Be Boys, when I was on the beach, I had this truck buried in gravel and sand. So these rims were were just absolutely beaten up. And they're aluminum rims to begin with. So once that clear coat comes off, good luck. Anyways, now to check the rest of the tires. So I'll just tell you what happened here. At the end of this month, my Visa card, so on your date, is October 25. And today is the 16th of October. So they say they send your card out a month earlier than what you need it for. But like everybody in Canada knows, Canada Post is on strike. I still have not received my card. Obviously, that's a big deal. I have things that come off my card, like Spotify for the music for these videos. What's the other one? Oh, Netflix, which I don't even know why I have Netflix, because I'll be honest, I don't even, I hardly watch it. But also my Starlink, which is right there. It comes off my Visa, the payment per month. Now, here's the issue. I went on there thinking, okay, I went to the Starlink thing and I looked up some stuff. Okay, I can have it on my bank. Only if you're a U.S. citizen. If you're Canadian, the only way to pay for Starlink, that I could see anyways, is off how you set it up, which is the Visa. There's no other payment option. So anyways, long story short, I got a hold of Visa. I told them the situation, and actually they were really, really good. So the lady canceled the card that's in the mail, and who knows where it is, to be honest. And they shipped the new card to the bank here in Port Alberni. I got a call yesterday saying it was in, so that was only about 4 working days. And they used their internal courier service, so not Canada Post, and it arrived. Here's what, and maybe she said it, I don't recall. I was in Canadian Tire after I got off the phone with her, like half an hour later, and I bought some stuff at Canadian Tire, like some garbage bags and something. Oh, and propane. And all of a sudden it declined. I'm thinking, well, that's odd. So I tried it again. So I ended up using debit. I phoned in the Visa Center. Of course, I didn't get the same person. And they said, oh, well, because of the one that was sent to you, we also shut off the one you're using now. I said, yeah, but it's good to the end of the month. I mean, I still have 2 weeks. Why would you shut that one off? So they actually, right now I have 0 Visa. And it wouldn't have been so bad if she would have told me that this is what's happening, because I would just use my debit. But it's kind of embarrassing when you're in the lineup and all of a sudden it's declined. It's like, oh, man. So anyways, I wish I would have been told that part. But long story short, we're going to head into town. It's about 30 minutes from here to drive to the bank, show a couple pieces of ID and get the new Visa, and then activate it. And then we're going to get a haircut, because I've been neglecting my hair, which you guys know I do. I get my hair cut once every 3 months or 4 months, whatever it is. And usually by the time I'm ready for a haircut, she's pretty well in need of a haircut. Anyways, beautiful day, cold. It got down to 6 degrees last night. And it's going to be a high of 12 or 13 today, but sunny. So anyways, we're going to leave Sprout Lake here, Taylor Arm, and head into town. All right, guys, made it back to Sprout Lake. Everything went without a hitch today. It was perfect. I got the Visa card, was in the lineup, no problem. She brought it out, checked a couple of things for my ID. Went back to the camper. Well, before I went back to the camper, actually, it was 1.5 blocks from where the bank was that there was a barbershop. So as you can see, got my hair cut, and then I went back to the camper, sat there, and went online and changed the billing information for Starlink. So that's done. I also did it for Netflix. And I have one more to go, and I do believe it's Harvest Host. I haven't done that one yet, but I think no, wait a minute, I did that one too. I did all 3 of them, but I still thought there was one more. Anyways, and then I went and got another jerry can for the generator. The one I had was a 5-liter, and I couldn't, it wouldn't give me 2 tankfuls, in other words. So I thought, you know what, I didn't want to get my steel jerry cans out for the side-by-side, so I actually got a 5-liter here and the 10-liter here. So I guess for now I'll keep both of them. But yeah, I don't normally, by the way, these are just in here because I went and got them filled. They sit in the trailer. They don't sit in the cab here with me. The generator does, but the jerry cans don't. I'll just keep that door closed because the tinted glass keeps it nice and cool in there, although it's not really too hot of a day today. So how much longer I'm going to be here, I don't know. I was talking to a gentleman at the grocery store, and he said it's supposed to start raining tomorrow, which kind of sucks because it's been like 3 days of absolutely beautiful like this. So that's going to be sad, but we'll see. So I think Dan's going to be back here. I don't know. It's a tough call because if it's going to be raining, I don't know if I really pack up. And so if you go down, keep going on the highway here, there's a rest area over here that's got Wi-Fi and everything. And just as you go, so this is the end of Sprout Lake here, and there's a river that feeds it. So you drive along that river for probably 5 kilometers. Then there's a logging road, and that logging road actually goes on this side over here. So right where you see the sunshine and you see those trees, see if I can point to it kind of decently. See right there? That's actually a campground. So you come up this road over here to get to it, but as soon as you cross from the highway, number 4 highway, so this highway here takes you to Tofino. As soon as you turn left and you cross a small bridge, there's actually another along the river. And if you watch my videos, I've actually been there before, camping spot like this. But you're not along the lake, you're on the river, which is still beautiful. The only issue with that spot down there is it's really, really close to the highway. Like you can see the highway. Here, the highway's up on the other side of these trees, so they offer you a lot of protection for the sound. But over there, not so much. See, if you listen, you can hear a tractor trailer. Okay, now at nighttime, obviously traffic's quite a bit lower, but over there, that would sound like it's driving through your camper because it's basically right there. So that's the only bad thing about that spot over there. Still beautiful, but it's the road noise you're going to hear. Anyways, so what did we get here? We got some water, just a couple of groceries. I didn't need a whole lot. Filled up the truck with gas at the same time as I filled that jerry can. That way, in case I do want to go that way or go do something else, I got fuel. And we got some extra water. And what else? Like I said, we got a haircut, which I've been meaning to do for the last 3 weeks. And we got the visa, so I'm happy about that. That was kind of make me panic a little bit because it runs out at the end of the month here. And Starlink renews on the 23rd of the month here, and they only accept Visa. I can't put them on my bank payee or do any kind of debit pay. Remember, not they only accept if you're in the United States. They have more option, not if you're Canadian. But anyways, regardless, that's done. So all's good. Good morning, guys. So it's been raining like for 4 days now, and I've been here probably a solid 8-9 days. I don't even keep track anymore, but you know me, I always get an itchy foot and want to start moving on. But it's one of my favorite spots, and if you've followed me from day one, you'll know that this is one of my favorite spots. But it's been quiet. There's another guy camping up here along the road here, but other than that, people drive in and out. But I went for a walk there yesterday again, and there was nobody. But anyways, so yeah, we're going to head over down the road as if we're going to go towards Tofino. There's a rest area about 6 kilometers down the road. I got some garbage I want to get rid of. And then if we go around to a logging road that's on that side over here, because there's a river that feeds this, there's another site, a wreck site. Whether or not it's going to be okay, because this site here, as you can see, it's like an old logging road, so it's gravel. Over there, I don't know. Last time I was there, I think it's just dirt. And it's been raining quite a bit here, so I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen. So as you can see, the trailer's not hooked on right now. I'm going to have to hook it on, and then we'll head out of here. All right, guys. So, as you can tell, it's still raining. It is what it is. It's this time of the year here on the island, so we're going to have to put up with it for a little while anyways. So I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thanks for coming along. And as always, be good, be kind, be careful. We're going to see you guys down the road. Bye-bye.
I think it's time for me